you grew up in early 2000s, chances are that you had one of these or saw somebody playing with them at school. These plastic spinning tops were developed by Takara Tomy and were first released in Japan on July 1998. After gaining popularity in Japan, Hasbro in 2002 began to distribute these spinning tops over the West. This is when they took over the world by storm. Yes, these spinning tops were marketed as Beyblades along with the Beyblade toys, and anime series was created to push the sales of the toys. A localized version of Beyblade Anime aired in 2002. In West, this shows the feature a boy called Tyson and his group of Beyblading friends called Bladebreakers. As a team, Tyson aims to become Beyblade World Champion. Beyblade is one of those shows that I look back upon me especially seeing Tyson and his team travel the world to battle different Beybladers. I've now rewatched this show since I was about 8 years old, and I remember watching Rens the and wanting a Beyblade for the longest time. Of course, the anime worked his magic on me, made me want to get Beyblade as a kid. Everyone at school at the time seemed to sneaking them in, having Beyblade battles on playground or on desks in school. I ended up getting a blue Beyblade. This blue Beyblade was owned by Chi in a Beyblade anime. He was already my favorite character, and this made my bass for Kai as my favorite character in series so much stronger as much as I loved the toys for this. I wanted to go back and revisit the anime which started it all for me, that made this show such a great commercial for the Beyblade toys. Beyblade was first developed as a video game called C Big Amla Battle Beyblade, which was released in 1999. The game took a lot of inspiration from Pokemon due to the crazy success of Red and Blue Pokemon games. This game revolves around collecting Beyblades parts and bits as you battle enemy. Along the way, it is the only JRPG styled Beyblade game. This was the first installment of Beyblade Media franchise. Only three characters from this made it into 2001 series. These were Tyson Kai and Tyson's elder brother Hero. Following the release of this game, a manga titled Explosive Chutu Beyblade was published in Japan. The manga was written and illustrated by two Koi algae. They initially followed the basic plot of game, but the manga took a lot different route to the Beyblade RPG, from which it was inspired from following the manga and anime inspired by it, called prototype of Beyblade anime. Is Tyson? He is a cocky, confident guy Beyblader who aspires to be number one Beyblader in the world. Who see Tyson I's family dojo on first episode. His grandpa explains the legend of Bit Beast called Dragoon Train. Tyson then leaves to Beyblade in his neighborhood. He comes across a gang called Blade Sharks, who go around defeating other Beybladers and stealing their blades. Tyson challenges the Blade Sharks to battle. If he wins, they attend all Beyblades that they took have stolen. But if Tyson loses, he forfeits his Beyblade in battles. He's set for next day. While preparing, Tyson end up meeting Kenny, the chief, who is Beyblade expert. He was beast called Dizzy, trapped within laptop. They both realize help hasten with his upcoming battle with Blade Shocks by customizing his Beyblade Dragoon to improve his performance. The next day, when Tyson defeats an underlining of Blade Shocks, their leader emerges. Kai, Hatare, Hari, Tyson end up losing to Kai Hazard. Beyblade when he challenges him to battle, they later battle again when Tyson blade is improved upon and becomes Dragoon. The battle results in draw as story continues. Tyson, Kenny, and end up meeting a new kid in town called Max. He is also a Beyblader. They quickly become friends. End up Mr. Dickinson, who is chairman of BBA Battle Association, Beyblade Battle Association. He invites them to regional battle qualifying tournament. Tyson knows the Kai will also enter, decide to prepare for it along with Max and Kenny. Kai end up defeating both Max and Kenny. The regional ends with Tyson be defeating both Kai and other Beyblader called Ray. After regional, Mr. Dickinson makes a team called Bladebreakers who consist of Ray, Tyson, Mans, Chi. Kai is convinced to join him as he offering a leadership role within the group. Newly formed Blade Breakers travel across the world competing in Asian, American, European. Their journey leads to them competing in the finals with dominating boys in Russia. The Beyblade Anime ran for 51 episodes, originally airing in 2001 in Japan. It was bought over the rest of the world in 2002. The dubbed version of the Beyblade Anime was suitable for Western audience. An example of concern includes the death of Tyson's mother. Absence was reason the Tyson returned his attention towards Beyblading. Instances of violence were also censored in English dub of the anime. There is also a scene where Kai visits where he grew up and sees a child trapped prison cell. This is completely removed in English dub. The characters invade have each other their own backstory and goal which lead them to one story of the anime is lead character of series in his East called Dragoon. The contract of Tyson's character design who based off the Red who appears in the Pokemon series of gamers. Gamers. Hence, when why he has resemble him so much, Tyson is outspoken, overly confident main character. He is ruthless several times in series, but don't change his resolve to become best blader. He very compete his result in Tyson developing rivalry with several characters through the show. He lives with his grandfather and trains at family run dojo. He lacks common sense and fails when it comes to making improvement in his Beyblade. Hence why he realizes though the on Kenny to make adjustments to his Beyblade. Tyson's main rival and fellow Beyblader in the series is Kai. His Beyblade beast. He is called Drones and similar to the rivalry between Red and Blue in the Pokemon series. Kai he is the blue of the Beyblade series and Kai has very prideful personality. Comes with a lot of self confidence also in his the story begins as well very cold hearted unforgiving blader Kai involves him into Beyblading out of hatred for as his father abandoned his family in pursuit of Beyblading. Kai chooses to destroy and steal opponents Beyblade all. hydrate for the game during the course of anime. Kai is given plenty of room for growth as a character, which lead him developing a softer side and becoming a team player within the Blade Breakers. Come to understand as a team here that stronger than just being on his team. Max is third person of Beybladers. Blade Breakers. He's happy-go-lucky character. He was a close friend with Tyson, considering like to be brother to Max. Has a very positive attitude, often hoping for the best outcome to any given simulation. Max Beast is true seal. He Beyblades in a defensive style. Max is considered to be weakest member of the team. He lives with his father in his hobby shop. Max's mother is Beyblade researcher in America. We see how when the Bladebreakers enters the America tournament and face up against all stars, which Max, his mother, coaches the Max during the American to improve himself to be his mother's fourth and final member of Beybladers. He is Ray. He wears Yun and Yang symbol on his forehead, which is quite complementary to his personality. Ray is most collected in comparison to his teammates. When he comes to competing, he is very determined and he is not willing to lose. An opponent hence the comparison to the yin and yang symbol that he wears on his forehead raised at least he is called triggered. He obtains a big piece just before he leaves his village to travel world to learn new blade tricks. Ray's backstory is explained in details when Blade Breakers compete in Asian tournament. Their Blade Breakers go up against Ray's former team, White Tigers. The members of White Tigers hold a grudge against Ray for raving them after he receives trigger for each from the character undergoes their development and explanation of their backstory. Through the defenses arcs of anime, Tyson learned to understand the skills need to control his peep used during the regional qualifiers. Ray undergoes his own profession during a tournament when the Blade Breakers against the old team. The White Tiger Max has his story fleshed out when he faces off against the team that his mother coaches during the American tournament. And lastly, Kai, his forced on heavy during the finals of World. He abandons the Bladebreakers and joins the opposition, the Demolishing Boys, which was probably his soul crushing thing to the watch as chill when your favorite character pulls Ultima Scooby move of course through this trial. Kyle learns to understand the importance of teamwork and value of friends. English dub of Beyblade Anime features several intense songs. The music is icon to the series. Is definitely one of the most not logic aspects to the story song, like the swing low underdog and switch player during intense battles. Well, they seem to a lot more intense when I was younger. At least it goes on without saying that 2001 Beyblade anime helped the sales of toys. Pushing 2001 anime was followed by the sequels V Force and G Evolution. The Beyblade 2000 was solely covered it. This video was creating by Studio Madhouse. The following sequels were created by different studios, hence why they had a totally different character designing for each recurring characters. The characters you looked younger when most elder than counterpart. Madhouse designs when I was younger. I even remember a kid telling me Beyblade V Force was because they looked younger. I just remember thinking, did you even watch the show? Because they stay during the show. They are world champions several times. Revisiting show really was not nostalgic, but it definitely one of those shows that I didn't be into or look back at if I grow up. I've never really seen the original version of the anime, so I cannot comment on it. But the English dub was definitely cheesy and cringy at some moments, but that what the its specialty to be original Beyblade anime was show about kids playing with modifying spinning tops while shouting "Let it rip" top of their lungs. Toilet humor aside, it was definitely fun and memorable revisiting this this series. It just brought me a back time as a kid when I thought that Beyblade I owned housed a supernatural bit beast called Runza within its Beyblade. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.